Right then, hello everybody, what is up, and welcome to Ranking Premier League Signings. So we're only at part 1 because obviously there's plenty of signings that will hopefully be made. I'm only doing the confirmed ones, the likes of Timber, Rice, you know, them ones at the moment, even though on the verge because they're not officially announced. I'm only doing the ones that are announced at the moment. But anyway, let's get this one. So far we've got 21 transfers. Let me know of any ones that I have forgot about. But anyway, let's get right into this one. So we're going to kick off with Dahoud. I think a very, very good signing. I think Dahoud is a baller. It's a shame that, I don't know, because for Dortmund, he did play a decent amount of games, but I feel like I'd love to see him already in the Premier League. I know, like, Liverpool were linked to him when he was at Gladbach. So, yeah, I think a really good signing for Brighton. Next one is Anderson. I think actually quite a good signing. I mean, a lot of people are kind of crapping on this signing here, but I actually think he's a good signing. I do think that he will work out. I feel like he was probably the best defender in League One last season, along with Erin Cashin. But yeah, he's a class defender, Anderson. And for only picking him up for, it's a record fee, but for only 1.7 million. I'm sure Luton will potentially break that again this window. But yeah, really good signing there. Next one is Szoboszlai, another very good signing in my opinion for Liverpool. Obviously Liverpool, you could maybe say is a little bit of a risk with the amount of money they've spent on him, 70 million. But at the same time, I do feel like he will work out. I think he's a player with loads of potential. Obviously Hungarian, you know, you got Bogdan and Galazacci, former Hungarian Liverpool players. But really happy with this signing, and I'm excited to see how he does. Next one is James Maddison. I'm going to put in the good I don't know. I'm going to put him in the very good category, actually. You know, I feel like I'm putting too many players in the very good category already. We've already got 3 in there. But, yeah, I think a great signing there for Spurs. I do feel like Maddison's a player with definitely a lot of quality. He was very iffy towards his Leicester stint, you know, towards the last season. But then again, most Leicester players were. But I do think a very good signing. Next one is Kovačić. I'm gonna put him in the good category, not the very good, but I'll put probably in the middle of it, really. You know, because he's one of them players that City usually do really well with turning around players' fortunes. He done well for Chelsea, Kovačić, but then again, I don't think he done as well for the money that they paid. I believe he went to Man City now for like 40 million. But yeah, Kovačić, I believe he joined Chelsea from Real Madrid initially. I think initially on a loan deal, then it turned into permanent. And I always thought he had the quality, and I think under Pep he could do really well. Next one is the goalkeeper Vicario. Vicario, the Empoli goalkeeper. I think a good signing. A really good signing, obviously. I think it's a bit of a risk, though, at the same time. I think every single signing's got its element of risk in it. Obviously, never playing in the Prem before. You know, never really been in English football before. But usually, you don't usually need a lot of, you know, changes for a goalkeeper in terms of their play style for a new league. But yeah, I think a good signing. Next one is Milner. I'm going to put him in the okay category, Milner. I think purely because James Milner, I feel like, obviously, I don't expect him to be consistently a starter. I have a feeling this could potentially be a role where I feel like it could be a bit of a player-coach role, a bit of, you know, dressing room morale, which I feel like he will have a big impact on that, Milner. Next one is Alexis McAllister. I'm going to put him in the very good category because for the money they spent on as well, half the fee of Szoboszlai, and I actually do think he's a better player than Szoboszlai McAllister. Fantastic for Brighton, probably one of their best players last season. Up there with like the likes of Matoma, you know, Dunk. But yeah, it was a fantastic player. McAllister, a lot of competition clubs looking after it, looking at him. Sorry, Manchester United, one of them. You know, I believe even, I think he was linked to Barcelona as well. But yeah, I think a great signing. Did really well last season, McAllister in the Premier League, and I feel like to make a move to Liverpool is a very, very good signing. Next one is Youri Tielemans. Honestly, you can't just not say perfect for Villa this one. I feel like he's above Villa's level. No disrespect to Villa. I honestly, I thought you'd go to at least a Europa League club, but honestly, what a bit of business is from Villa to bring him in on a free transfer as well. To bring in potentially one of the best players outside of the top, outside the so-called top 6. It's a perfect signing for them. Next one is Dara O'Shea. I'm going to put him in the good category because I do think it's a good amount of money. The only thing that I think that could potentially may make it a little bit 50-50 is the price tag. So I think that's why Anderson, I think, is in the good category because I feel like even if they get relegated for only 1.7 million is quite good. But O'Shea, I think they spent upwards of 8 million on him, maybe plus add-ons. I don't know if there's a sell-on clause in there, but he's a great defender, O'Shea. Probably one of West Brom's best defenders. He was brilliant last season. So yeah, I think a really good signing. Next one is Mount. Honestly, a risk. A risk, Mount, because... Okay, I like Mason Mount, but he hasn't been the same for quite a... He wasn't the same last season, or I don't think the season before that. I think his first proper season at Chelsea was where he really, you know, done well. Played for England, obviously, lots, World Cup. But the money they spent on him is a huge risk. For Manchester United. In a position that you can maybe argue they didn't necessarily need that much. But then again, trust Ten Hag. I'm not saying it's a bad signing, but I think it is a risk. I think it's more of a risk rather than a good signing. But I think it will pay off. Next one is Nkunku. Honestly, perfect. What a signing for Chelsea, Nkunku. I don't know whether he's better than Tielemans, because obviously the value money that they spent on him, obviously Tielemans was a 3, Nkunku was, what was he, around 60 million? But yeah, Nkunku, great player. Honestly, one of the best players outside the Premier League. Goals, assists, pace, good at dribbling, passing, shooting. Really good pick up there from Chelsea, and I think he'll do fantastic next season. Next one is Jefferson Lerma. I'm going to put in the okay category because obviously they didn't really spend any money on him. It's just an okay signing, isn't it? Next one is Flecken. A very good signing, honestly, for Brentford. A very good signing. I think he's a player with a lot of potential again. Well, actually, I don't know about a lot of potential, actually, because I know he is like 29, 30, but I feel like he can do really well at Brentford. Obviously, Brentford set to sell David Raya. I'm interested in where he's going to end up, David Raya. But Flecken, obviously, they do Strakosha as well. Obviously, Raya. But Raya's set to leave. I don't know what's happening with Strakosha. Honestly, I thought he would have probably been Brentford's #1, but Flecken was really brilliant in the Bundesliga. One of the main reasons why Freiburg got European football. But yeah, great goalkeeper. Next one is Ogbeni. I'm going to put in the okay category again, just because it's a free transfer, but at the same time, it's a risk because he didn't necessarily play a lot for Rotherham towards the end of last season due to injury. Does well in international duty with Ireland, but when he did play for him, he was really good. Very versatile as well. Right wing back, striker, centre forward, can play on the wing. So yeah, I'm going to put him in the okay category. Next one is João Pedro. Another one that I'm going to put in the good category. I think he's a good player. João Pedro was fantastic with Watford, but the money they spent on him, club record signing for Brighton. Yeah. Next one is Justin Kluivert. I think Kluivert was actually a permanent deal. I'm going to say risk, because I think Justin Kluivert's got the quality, but he's played at a lot of clubs. Like, a lot of clubs. Like, he's played for Valencia, he's played for Celta Vigo, he's played for, I believe he even played in Turkey for a little bit, and now he's at Bournemouth. Who was he at originally? Ajax. 5 clubs already, and like he's only like 23, 24. I feel like they're throwing it off about Justin Kluivert, but he's definitely got the quality. Tonali, perfect. Honestly, perfect. Do I need to explain this? One of the best CDMs outside of, you know, the Premier League again. What a signing for AC Milan. Quality, quality, quality. Champions League level. Well, Champions League winner level, in my opinion. You know, fantastic plans. Pride Man City didn't try and creep in this deal, but a fantastic signing for Newcastle. Nicholas Jackson, risk. Huge risk. Risk. Lot of money spent. However, he did do brilliant for Villarreal. Don't get me wrong, but it is a risk of a signing. Next one is Kai Havertz. Do you know what? Honestly, a risk again. Because the money that they spent. Plus, did they really need Kai Havertz? You know, I spoke to a few Arsenal fans and they were like, They were happy with, obviously, Kai Havertz coming in, but they were like, do we need him? You know, like, maybe the money would have been better somewhere else, you know. Maybe, like, potentially buying a forward player, like a striker or something to compete with Jesus. That is the question. You know, even though Havertz can play, you know, striker and centre forward, but traditionally he's more of a cam. But yeah, it's a risk of a signing. And next one is Nathan Collins. Okay, Brentford are usually quite smart with their window. But anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you guys have, make sure to drop a like, subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. I'll see you all soon. Take care.